Hey folks, Demarc here with Hardcore Casual Gamer. Welcome to StarCrawlers. StarCrawlers is a retro-style, procedurally-generated, first-person, turn-based, dungeon-crawling RPG developed by the brilliant minds over at Juggernaut Games. Unlike the games that inspired it, Ultima Underworld and more recently things like Legend of Grimrock, StarCrawlers takes battle to space. In a very similar universe to that of the cyber-punky Shadowrun, you lead a team of quote-unquote crawlers through an infinite number of spaceships, facing off against all sorts of baddies, all the while hacking terminals, stealing people's college tuition, drinking coffee, and getting sweet loot. This is a successfully funded Kickstarter as of March 14th, 2014, and StarCrawlers is in heavy development right now and just released their first pre-alpha build to all of their pre-alpha tier backers. So shout out to all, and thanks to the whole team and crew at Juggernaut for allowing us to partake in that development. So once again, this is a pre-alpha version. It is not a full game. It has lots and lots of bugs that you and I will likely stumble to at some point. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive in and start crawling. So we start off with a new game, and we're presented with kind of a list of just kind of generic missions. The very first one is retrieving the Stella Marin's black box, and that's the one I'm going to start with. Again, everything is procedurally generated, though there are pre-scripted missions and certain areas of the game that you will always go through. Every one of these has different kind of payment things. You get monies, you get items, and you also have reputation. There are things like mega corporations, again, a la Shadowrun, that you kind of vie for reputation between, and some of them you lose reputation with, some of them you gain. The kind of story element and implementation of that has yet to be put into the pre-alpha, but again, it's very bare bones right now. Let's head into the Stella Marin's black box and get started. Got a job for you aboard the Stella Marin wreck. Aurora wants the Stella Marin black box from the nav bay on floor 105. Locate and return it intact. Don't activate the box data transmit feature. Might fry it. Corp won't pay for fried data. Savvy? Easy, right? Even nubs like you can handle it. Understood. Alright, so now we got this guy here. This guy is, I can't remember his name. Anyway, use the WASD keys and strafe with Q and E. Left mouse button selects things, right mouse button looks around freely. Look at your mini-map with M. Don't forget to push C and assign some ability points. Read that right. And standard option is this, but similar to other kind of conversation tree games, you have a special option because we have a soldier. Hard Slab, I think is what his name is. Anyway, Hard Slab is our soldier here, and if you have certain profession or certain type of crawler with you, you can unlock certain dialogue trees. So you're dealing with seasoned professionals, don't need you telling us how to crawl, Doc. So we have a 50% success rate of that, persuading Doc here that we're seasoned. Let's see if it works. We failed. Seasoned professionals, ha! This game hasn't even been released to the general public. Try not to trip and impale yourself on anything, hotshot. Enough chatter, let's get paid. Alright. So, tongue-in-cheek by the developers. Again, holding right-click allows you to kind of look around. WASD keys. Rotate and move in 90-degree increments. One thing that, I'll be perfectly frank, I'm going to trip up on constantly, is that currently WSAD moves forward and back. A and D rotates. It does not strafe. Q and E strafes. I can't tell you the number of times I've tripped up on that. You will see it happen, I guarantee you, but I will do my best to not bore you with it. So we have a little terminal here. You click on it. This workstation appears to be logged in to an Aurora Starliner's corporate account. See if you can find any useful information. Sure. Rocky, one of our crawlers, flicks through the workstation's files and quickly discovers a folder containing a series of blueprints. It looks like a newer model colony ship. Download the data. This will probably be worth a few credits. You download the information to your datapad. Exit. Sweet. So now we have a something. It's not the quest item that's listed up here, but we do have a something. Let's go ahead and press C, open up our character screen, and here we're presented with everything about the characters. These are the standard abilities that Trix here has equipped currently. Weapon skills. You level up the abilities and the different types of weaponry that you use, as well as your skills and the type of abilities that you do. Shield, health, oxygen. I don't believe the oxygen mechanic has been implemented yet, but we will get there eventually. So you have kind of universal backpack that all of your characters, you can flip through them like this here, that all of your characters partake in. You don't need to worry about tetrising items into certain configurations or spots, some items taking more space than others. It's just one item per one slot. And right now, our backpack capacity is at 1 of 40. So let's look at our backpack. So we downloaded some data from that little terminal. And the data, as strange as it may sound, it actually does take up an inventory spot. And so you kind of have to strategically think about what you want to keep versus what you don't when it comes to getting all the good loots. So again, this gives you 10,000 bucks credits. I don't know what the currency type is in this, but that's a good chunk of change. Some things don't quite give you that much. Let's go ahead and jump straight to the abilities section. I'm going to go back to Trix here, our kind of starting person. Now again, this being a pre-alpha, every character is just given 100 ability points. You will not have that many when you start playing the game on your own. Again, it's just allowing us to kind of redistribute and assign points to these various skills so we can play around with all the different types of abilities that we have. So this skill right here, Haste, is at level 5, as is Overclock and the rest of these ones that are already equipped, and these guys down here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to rapid fire and fill these up. You'll see these ones, this ability it's not yet been implemented, so there's several that they're still working on. I'm just going to fill these up. Give us a good broad range of stuff to choose from. And we're still left with 60 points, so plenty of stuff to go through. Here, if you want to pause the video, I'll just kind of hover over each of these real quick. So if you want to pause and read through what each of these does, I'm not going to take a whole lot of time with that right now. We're just going to ideally try to jump into gameplay as fast as we can. There we go. And the way in which you move things around, yeah, let's say we'll go ahead and try to do shareware. I think what you do is this going to work? Okay, shareware is not one. Oh, that's right, shareware is a passive ability, excuse me. So the circular ones are passives. Looks like these ones that are hexes are actual abilities. Let's use a logic bomb. I'm going to replace that one. So that's how you kind of move skills around in your tree, and these are now the only ones that you're able to choose from in-game. So you do have to strategize what you want to take into combat at any given point. Currently, as of the pre-alpha, there's no cost to reassigning these. I don't know if that's going to be a mechanic that they introduce at some point in the future. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, again, I'm just going to flip through all of our characters and get all of their abilities up to snuff. I'll be right back. Alright, so all of our ability points have been assigned. Let's jump back into gameplay again. And start crawling. So we have one exit here. Let's take a look at the map. The minute you enter an area, all of the map is exposed. It's not such that you have to unlock the map by going tile by tile. It's unlocked via area currently. So you walk close to an orange door, and the door auto-opens for you. Take a step through. Hard slab. Check gear, lock, and load. We good? Got your sword? Rocky. ... Silent type, eh? Hell, I like that. Just be sure to holler if you see something creeping on me. ... Sinistra, the void speaks to me. It suggests something amiss with our new companion Trix. Yeah, Space Face. Got a raging hangover, but good to hack. As it was foretold. Let's get moving. Alright, so right from the get-go, You see we have a bot over there. It sees us, so the minute we try to move, rotation does not count as an actual move, but the minute we move forward in any direction, it moves as well. We have this crate here. A secure-looking crate glares at you menacingly, its blinking keypad defying you to enter the correct code to unlock its dark secrets. So what that means is that, ideally, somewhere in this map will be a code that we can use to unlock that. Here's another data entry. Workstation appears to be logged into an Aurora StarCrawlers corporate account to see if you can find any useful information. Trix flicks through the workstation's files, quickly discovers a folder containing a series of blueprints. Looks like a newer colony model ship. Okay, happens to be the same one that we came across last time, but there are different variations of what you can get from these. Alright. Hey newbies, on your turn, click and hold on an enemy to bring up a radial menu of equipped abilities. Release over one of the selected. Release over one to select it for use. Click to dismiss. Go away. Okay. So we have our team down here. Blue is shields, green is HP, and the turn order, which is a very important mechanic of this game, is listed up here on top. So what that means is that right now, Trix is going first. So we can highlight our cleaning bot. He's going to throw some paper towels and mops at us here. Highlight the cleaning bot, click and hold, and it opens up this radial menu. And again, this displays all of those skills we were looking at in the abilities menu. We can shoot at him, or choose any of these to go through. So, let's see. He has no shields, so there's no need to do any sort of shield damaging thing. Let's go ahead and let's do a Mind Meld. Now what Mind Meld does is, you see in the tooltip there, has a 95% chance to hit, so it's likely going to hit him. Has a 2-turn cooldown, so it takes a while to regenerate, but it has a 40 TU. What that means is, you see up at the top there, those 3 little chevron arrows. It adds 40 turn units to the character who plays this skill. That means it shuffles them along in that order of players up top, depending on how long it actually takes to cast, or cast in a space game, to use that ability. That's how long it takes, and so they're delayed until the end of everybody else's turn because they're going to be acting faster. It's very similar to that of initiative in a pen and paper RPG. So let's do 40 here. Alright, so that gives him a status effect. And now we move on to Rocky. Yeah, so you can kind of click on these guys, and it shows you who you're dealing with. You can't click on the enemies yet, at least. But you know, this guy's Rocky. So Rocky is kind of a sword-wielding samurai of sorts. Let's see what he's got. So, you can choose a center one, which is just, you attack with your weapon. Pretty straightforward. All the other abilities, though, have cooldown and do some sort of thing. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's do a quick strike. See him dash across the screen there. He just cleaned Rocky. Alright, so now we have Sinestra. Sinestra is a Void Psyker. Kind of an interesting unit. She has a mechanic here called Void Energy. What that means is that some of the attacks, such as Void Bolt, for instance, you see it gains 10 Void Energy. And it's kind of this pool of resources that she can use to unleash upon the enemies. Now, it's a double-edged sword, because if she gets too much Void Energy, she can go crazy and effectively blow up. I don't know that it's that drastic when it happens, but yeah, it can be a bad thing. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot this. She's got 15, an extra 10's not going to harm her too much. Sweet! We took them down. So now all of our all of our characters who survived the battle get some XP, 500 to level 2. Click to continue, and we move on. Your comm link crackles to life and an unfamiliar figure appears. Acerit. I am Acerit Perry, your liaison with Aurora Starliners for this job. I wanted to interface so you'll have my comlink address. I don't typically dirty my hands with dealing with the help, so don't call me. Good day. So we got a couple options here. Hold up, we were attacked by a cleaning droid. Thought this junker was ghosted. Or, one moment please, miss, we were attacked by a cleaning droid. Isn't the Stella Marin abandoned? Let's be brash. Azeroth blinks slowly at you. Clearly the robotic systems are malfunctioning. You are cleared to deal with them as you see fit. I'm hanging up now. And now we have two different abilities depending on the types of units that we want. So we could use our hacker. That was a cleaning bot. It's a serious malfunction to reprog it to aggro. What if actual security bots are quote-unquote malfunctioning? We have a 70% chance of success with that. Soldier. What if that droid was armed with more than a feather duster? Job description didn't cover armed response. 50% of that. Let's go ahead and choose the 70. We're likely to get something out of that one. We still failed. Azur glares at you coolly before answering in a curt tone. Bring us the black box as you have been contracted to do, and you will be paid the amount in your contract. Fail, and we'll just send someone else. Goodbye. The comlink is abruptly disconnected. Charming. Alright, so just because we're on a job, doesn't mean the people we have to work for are very pleasant. Alright, so now we have a wall locker. We have an aggressive shotgun, 100 to 130 damage, various stats. Weapons can be upgraded. You spend different amounts of money to upgrade them. Currently, the upgrade things are all just kind of placeholders. You get 10% better, plus 5 coolness, distracting particle effect, big explosions, and it's the best! So we can head back to our character screen and go to the loadout section. And you can kind of toggle between the types of things you want to equip for your character. In this case, we can flick through, let's see, where is it? So you can kind of see down here what weapons they have been using based on their weapon skill. So you obviously know Rocky here is a melee fighter, his melee is increasing, and we're looking for somebody with shotgun, but we don't have anybody. So what we could do is, since we're early on in the game, let's go ahead and take, sure, Sinestra for instance. Let's take her loadout. She normally uses pistols, at least by default. But we can go ahead and attach the shotgun to her. It's going to slow her turn unit down a whole ton. 100 turn units for the pistol as opposed to this 225. So it's going to turn it down a lot. But you see the damage, the accuracy, and the critical chance are all much, much better. Let's go ahead and use that. And you see the differentiation here now that the pistol is selected. And there we go. That is equipping a weapon. Let's jump at our mini-map, just take a look. Okay, so we have little markers here. This was that, is that? Yeah. Oh no, sorry. This was the chest that we had attempted to open, but obviously failed. So it looks like we have another something down here. Yep, we have another chest. Once again, it's locked. And is there anything else in this room? Nope, just kind of a dead end. Can't really interact with any of this other stuff. Now, the green doors, as opposed to the orange ones that we went through before, you can also see it's blue over there. Okay, so color coding. Orange door means a door that we've not been through. Blue door means a door that we have been through. The green door means that we're going to effectively a new area. It's still part of the same quote-unquote dungeon, but it's a new area. And these ones, instead of just moving close to, you actually have to click on them. And now we are out in this big open area thing. Pro tip, you can free look using the right mouse button. Try it out. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so got this wrecked kind of garden, pleasant area. I won't bore you with exploration. There is nothing here right now. There's no enemies, there's no nothing. But there's quite a bit of area to explore, as you can see. We're just gonna go straight for our exit. Again, green door, new area. Alright, so we're in this new place. Already, here's a bug. You can't interact with it right here, but if you step back, you can. Sweet! Space Monkey Bear! Value of 5,000. Enough said. So, really has no practical purpose in-game, but it will fetch you a nice penny. Another terminal. Hard slap touches the keyboard, the monitor flicks to life, and a video of a young woman in civilian dress begins to play. Hi Jason, don't be upset. I promise I'll be back home soon. I started an account for you a while ago and have been stashing money when I could. It should be enough to get you to school. You can access it with this passcode. Number. Love you. Okay, so we can either take the money that she's talking about, or send the money on to Jason here. I want money. You access the account, but the money has already been removed! Ah! Looks like the message was already sent. Who? So again, could have gone either way depending on the randomness of the game. We were unlucky that time around. Busted Interbial. 1,500 bucks. Sure! Alright, so we have 3 ways to go. Let's go this way. So oftentimes you'll find the little alcoves around that have just kind of goodies that are Interbial. Okay. Nothing there. Another wall safe. Okay, we have a melee weapon, 10,000, as well as a data chip, 1,300. Let's take both of those, check out our character, head over to Rocky, and take a look at the loadout. Okay, so we can have more damage, more critical chance, but a slightly slower attack speed. I think I'm going to do that anyway. We'll see how it goes. Another chest. Got another shotgun. Okay, so now that we again have a quote-unquote shotgun person, let's head back to Sinestra, go to her loadout, look at her shotgun. Okay, so slightly less damage, 50 to 80 as opposed to the massive 100 to 130, but everything else goes up. Attack speed, critical chance, and accuracy. It doesn't go up that much for that much differentiation damage. I'm going to leave it as is for now, and once we get back to our home base, we can sell it for a good penny. Terminal appears to be logged into someone else's personal account. See if you can find anything interesting. You immediately find a chain of messages openly discussing the shipment of contraband weaponry aboard the Stella Marin by someone using the alias Miss Justice. It looks like they have a cache nearby in a secured lockbox. Conveniently, they also message themselves the passcode. Note the passcode and the location on your minimap. Sweet. So I'm going to check our minimap, and we don't see anything, because I don't think that mechanic has been introduced yet. Even those chests that we've come across before, the one that says you need to unlock the passcode, unfortunately, I've yet to be able to access one of those. I don't know if it's been introduced or not, but yeah, I have not had any success. So just kind of tool around, take a look. We've got a new rifle, 25 to 40. Let's see what else we have here. Nothing there. Another new rifle, 70 to 110. Much better. And another terminal. Logged into someone's personal account, see if you can find anything interesting. Someone calling themselves Miss Megan has been generating a tidy profit skimming off an illegal gambling ring aboard the Stella Marin. It looks like they were discovered and stashed the credits nearby in a secured lockbox. Conveniently, they messaged themselves the passcode, similar to last time, but slightly different. Note the passcode and location on the minimap. Again, nothing shows up, but things to be introduced at a later point in time. So this is one of those random events that just kind of happens. Your comlink crackles to life and another unfamiliar figure appears. Who's handing out your number? Bilson. Well, howdy there, crawlers. Name's Bilson, and I've got a proposition for you from your friends at Horizon Robotics, purveyors of the finest automations in the universe. Now, I can tell you're sharp customers. Cut the sales pitch and get to the point, or we can just hang up on him. I'll hear the guy out. Time is money and all. I'll be direct. Chatter around the water cooler says Aurora Starliners has you looking for the Stella Marin black box. Now, I know their black boxes have an emergency transmit feature, which we were told about earlier. If you could see your way to sending a copy over, I can provide 500 credits for your trouble. Sounds fair, we'll transmit a copy your way when we have it, or no thanks. So, the guy we spoke with said that if we transmit it, it has a chance to corrupt, and we won't get paid from our main employer. And I think the payment was actually larger than $500, if I recall. So I'm just going to say no thanks for now. Bilson's grin grows even broader. Well, that's your prerogative, folks. A most unexcellent decision, however. Now, would you look at the time? I've got a luncheon to attend. Have fun raiding the wreck. Bye. Enjoy that luncheon. Now, with those kinds of interactions, currently, they're not terribly scripted, but further... Oh, hey. Further in the game, they will have consequences to the way in which you progress. If you choose to deal with Mega Corporation A versus B, later on in the game, B might come and try to hunt you down and or not be quite as favorable to you in various venues in the future. Alright, so again, we're starting with tricks here. All of these little plop guys have shields, but they're small shields and not terribly powerful. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him with a logic bomb. Which I don't know if it actually... Oh, there it is. I think. I guess there just wasn't any graphic or animation to show the logic bomb going off. Alright, so Rocky, I know, has this AoE attack. He goes and dashes and slashes all the enemies. Let's see if that'll do us. Not bad. Alright, so we're back to Sinestra. These guys are hurting pretty bad. Let's just shoot them. 174, wow, okay. Shotguns are handy. Alright, now we have Hard Slab. And I'm just gonna blow these guys up. Oh, shoot. Okay, normally the Incendiary Grenade, and I think the Frag Grenade as well, are AoE, but I think you have to... Let's see, I could have selected this guy and attacked the guy to the left and right, but since there is nobody to the left and the right, it's not going to work. Oh well. That's my fault. Let's go ahead and burn him anyway. Perfect. Alright, you missed, Rocky. Let's scramble him. No, let's just shoot him. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright, almost level. Click to continue. Alright, so I don't know if you noticed that thing up there, but that was a little icon indicator indicating an enemy has seen us. I think the placement of that was actually a bug, because, yeah, there should not have been an enemy that could see us up there. Alright, so now we're in this dining hall here. Open up our trash can. We found a Lucky Charm. The Lucky Charm is kind of a somewhat bugged item. It's a random thing, it's worth $1, and the icon for it changes between various weaponry, or nothing. It could be blank oftentimes. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want a chance bugging out the game and having us crash here. Let's see what we got here. Logged into an Aggregate Foods employee account. What can we find? You find a very promising looking file entitled Research and Development, Significant Discoveries. Unfortunately, the file is password protected. So here's a special hacker ability we can use, or we can try to access the folder. Let's go ahead and choose Hacker. Tricks swiftly bypasses the password protection and downloads the files. They'll be worth quite a bit to the right buyer. Excellent. So again, another inventory item added to our inventory slot. Let's go take a look over here real quick.
Try the mocha.
Try the mocha. Mangled coupling, $600. Not worth a whole lot, but for now, I'll go ahead and take it. Every little penny counts. Can I... No, this one we can't interact with, doesn't look like. Some of them you can get coffee out of them. It sells for like 15 bucks. That's expensive coffee. Although I can definitely see that happening eventually. Sweet, more space monkey bears! Okay. These guys you can't interact with. I don't know if there are plans to allow you to eventually, but right now they're just decoration. So right about here is where we saw that little icon of, I can see you. Well safe. Oh, we got lots of goodies. Okay, so new backsword, new shotgun, and data chip. There's no take all button yet. I think they're working on that. Let's jump into our loadout. Alright, so Captain Shotgun here. What does this one do? Less damage by a long shot, but much faster. Let's leave that as is. Rocky, loadout. Alright, so this was... yeah, you can kind of tell the original one. It's like trusty sword and values $1. Let's look at this one. So less damage, less critical, but faster attack and counter chance. Nah, I'll do higher damage for now. You can see our backpack is quickly filling up. We're almost about half capacity here. More money stuffs. So there's 2 entrances and exits here. There's our foamy latte. It really does nothing. It's just gonna kind of waste up our inventory space. Let's leave it in the trash for now. Alright. So we're in this area, which is a multi-level area. Now, I noticed that little I see you icon, because there is actually a bot up there who is likely traversing over our heads every time we move. He's probably going to start coming down the stairs here. Let's just go backwards. See if we can see him. Nope, not yet. Can't do anything with this trash can. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there should be a robot up here. There he is. Okay. So yeah, he's the guy whose little icon went through the walls, which again should not be done. And once I'm done with this video, I'm going to do a bug report for that, because I don't think they're aware of that yet. Alright, so we got a couple more plops, and this guy is Krabby. Higher shields, higher attack, higher defense. Alright, we start off with hard slab. Okay, so now I'm going to start off with an incendiary grenade. You see it selects all of them. Now incendiary, it applies the burning effect, so every turn they take some additional damage. And I don't think they're going to introduce ammo into the game. Again, taking up one ammunition unit to do these grenades. I don't know though. Oh, it didn't hit this guy at all. Oh, wow, it took them both down in one hit. Okay. Well, anyway, now that we have Sinestra, she's got 14 void energy, just a little bit. She can then use some of her attacks like this burst. It will use all of her void energy for plus 69,999 damage. And it unleashes all the void energy. It does 100% of her normal weapon damage, which is her shotgun. Plus 5% per point of void energy used, so kind of an interesting mechanic they have there. 211 damage for that one attack. That's pretty sweet. Alright, we are now at level 2. Basically all that does is, again, heading back into the character screen, going to abilities. We now have new ability points that we can assign and distribute as we see fit. But again, this being a pre-alpha, we already have way more than we know what to do with. So leveling is effectively not really implemented in this build yet. There's one of the glitches, has all the big buttons that should be in a little panel right here, just kind of overlaid onto the item itself. Whoops, go back. Okay, rotate, there we go. I told you I'd mess up on that at least once during this LP. Come on, no, rotate, arg. So this just brings us straight back in. Let's go downstairs. I'm hoping they'll kind of change the looking when going downstairs to actually point your face downward. And similarly the same going upward. Alright. So check our map real quick. That's right. So multi-levels with the maps don't quite work all that well right now. Oh, I've actually not come across one of these yet. Okay, so we have this electric field. Let's wait until it passes. Okay. Data terminal. Sinistra flicks through the files on the workstation and finds a series of compromising photos of Jen, a B-list cinema star. Ooh. Leave them alone. You don't have time for celebrity gossip, or download the photos. Giggity. Photos are clearly scandalous enough to be worth something. Sweet, to the right buyer. You download them to your datapad. Do I sell or do I keep? Okay, is it gonna... Okay. Oh, can I not do anything here? Oh, I guess this is just a dead end. Okay. So let's go back. There's nothing down that way. Okay, wait for it. Go! Okay, so that's one thing you have to keep in mind, is that if you use right mouse button to look, and you try to move again, it recenters your view first prior to actually moving. So just keep an eye on that. Okay, go, go. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, that turned off all of our electricity juice. That's right. These panels, they don't do anything, they just kind of change color when you click on them. Alright, so I know this room, this is the final room. There's actually a couple more things that we need to explore. Let's go ahead and just do that before doing that. Hi! Oh, just one? You're so cute. Oh, sweet. So he attacked Sinistra, and Sinistra has an auto counter already assigned to her, so she automatically fired back and took him out. Alright, so nothing there. So you saw Sinistra's shield just popped up and indicates that it has now regenerated. Alright, so same woman again, with a different child. Don't be upset, I'll be back. Here's some money. Let's see if we can take the money this time. Using the passcode, you log into the account and transfer the money to your personal account. Sweet! Looks like the message was never sent, and no one is going to be looking for it. Excellent. I'm sorry. Not really. Alright, so I guess that is all that's in this room. Let's head to the other side of the hall and finish up what is likely to be our last room. Hi! Is this your dorm? There, we got 3 guys now. Haha. Alright, bye! Cake. I like cake. Okay, nothing this direction. Let's check out our datapad. Terminal's logged in. What can we find? More compromising photos of Phoenix this time, a B-list cinema star. Download photos. Depending on your luck of the draw in this game, you can amass quite a good supply of porn. Alright, so now we have an additional pistol. We have a data chip and a shattered conduit. Let's take all of them. Since we're not using pistols right now, there's no need to go through and equip that. Okay. So, let me re-familiarize myself with where we are. Oh, wrong way. This way.
You. Exact change.
Yes, I know, you want me to buy coffee. I don't want some coffee. Oh, rotate versus strafe. You get me every time. Alright. So we've got a bunch of cool little pretty terminals. We can't really do anything with any of these. But we can look at the nice, nice galaxy and nebulous artwork. I like it. Okay, so we interact here. Opens up. No. What are you? A robotic voice from the console begins a pre-recorded message. Greetings, Aurora Starlayers employee, no ref. Would you like to initiate a transmission of black box data from the Stella Marin to an authorized third party? Please note that unauthorized transmission of black box data is grounds for immediate termination and punishable by airlock dismissal, as stated in your NDA. Would you like to proceed? So here is our option should we have chosen with Bilson, I think his name was, to transmit the data to him. I think we still can, but again, that gives us the option, or gives us a chance to fry the unit. I'm going to go ahead and be the goody two-shoes and retrieve the black box as ordered. Mission complete, 1 of 1 quest items, find an exit door, so that's our next mission. You remove the black box from the console and stash it in your pack. Now to get off this hulk and get paid. Okay, so we regain control, and now we need to get out. Ah-ha-ha! Thanks for securing the black box there, Scrubs. You bumbling drones cleared a nice path for me. Sure do appreciate. Arr-har-har-har-har. Ain't that shit classic. Reckon I'll be taking it now. Hand it over, nice and quiet-like. Alright, dialogue options. You're taking it? You and what army? Or we can use some conversation skills. I sense a feeble mind. Assault his thoughts with terror. 50% chance to succeed, or use the hacker. He's broadcasting something. I could run a trace and attempt to jam it. 40%. Or keep him talking. Hold up, friend. Surely we can find a resolution to our mutual benefit. I have a hunch that no matter how much we talk to him, he's not going to be our friend. I'm going to try to assault his mind. Oh, we failed. Bah! Out of my head, witch! I'll teach you to mess around in Rigo's think meats. Get 'em, boys! Attack! Boss fight! Uh-oh. Alright, hard slab. Oh, why isn't it... Can it not attack multiple guys? Do these not count as AoEs? Oh, I don't like you. Oh. I guess it does. So you see up at the top, it is highlighting multiples. It's just not showing the circles. Okay. Could be a glitch. But, yeah. It missed them any... Wow. Okay, that was pretty abrupt. I have to say I love the addition of the Wilhelm scream, though. That is very much appreciated. Alright, yeah, let's hit this guy with a logic bomb. I'll still be able to act before him. Alright. So, drain shields doesn't actually work right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and Void Bolt. Sweet. Uh-oh. Getting bigger. Alright, Rocky. See what you can do. Alright, couldn't hit Eve. Evie, whatever it is. I don't trust this thing. Let's take her down. Oh, shoot. Okay. I've got 49 Void Energy. I think if I take any more Void Energy on, I'm gonna risk blowing myself up. Let's go ahead and expend that right on this one. Ah, wow. That was a kick in the gut. Awesome. Alright, still in cooldown. Let's go ahead and scramble. Okay, now he's stunned. Alright, back to Sinestra. Let's see if we can take them out with a shot. Perfect. Zero's turn. Hard slab, can you take him out? Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so that was our exit event from that level. We got the booty, we got plus 10 reputation for the Aurora Starliners Megacorp, we got Old Bolty, a nice shotgun valued at 10,000 bucks, and here's our monies that we've gained. Let's go ahead and take that, and then from this area we can go into our backpack and go through and sell all of our stuff that we have gained. I'm just going to leave it there for now. And then if you hit the return button, it brings you straight back here to the main menu, and you see the top one that we were going through has now been removed, and we're left with 5 instead of 6. So that was it for StarCrawlers, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe this if you've enjoyed. I'm going to be back. I'm likely going to go through and just do a run-through of every single one of these. I have yet to do all of them so far. And so we'll kind of experiment with them together. So thanks again. Take it easy, guys. Bye.